This is a Triangle Zone, and today we have a very vital discussion, something that I know a lot of people have misconceptions about. Now, a wife becomes the breadwinner of a home. In other words, at some point, the husband is no longer able to support the family, and the wife becomes the bedrock of that family. We're going to talk about the implications today. We're going to talk about the pros. We're going to talk about the cons. We're going to talk about everything that is involved in that act. So today I have with me Mrs. Agnes Imomo. I love that name, Imomo. Okay, so Mrs. Agnes Imomo is going to throw a little light on that. Give us example. Have you experienced that kind of situation whereby a husband at some point maybe lost a job, the business crumbles, something happened, and the wife takes over as the breadwinner of that home? First of all, my first question is, what do you think the future holds for such a home?
To me, in the situation like this, marriage is supposed to be teamwork. I believe in teamwork. It's not a competition, and anything can happen to anyone. Like, for instance, you said probably the man lose his work, and the woman is able to take the financial responsibility.
Yes, okay.
To me, in my own opinion, I don't see anything bad in this, because we are supposed to be a team. We are supposed to come together to build a family. Yeah.
Okay, so I want us to bring it to, you've said it in American slangs. Let me use it that way. Now, let us bring it to Nigerian standard, because there's a perception. Once a woman is the breadwinner of a home, there's a perception that a general Nigerian mentality carries. So now, putting it in this way, do you think it's a normal thing? Do you think it's like in the Nigerian precept? Do you think it's normal? I want you to bring yourself to Nigeria now. What do you think the society holds for such? What do you think the cultural norms, generally, what do you think holds for such a situation in Nigeria?
Actually, traditionally in our country, Nigeria, we all knows that the man is supposed to provide for the
That's
family.
What I want to hear first.
And the woman is there to support him.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But if you find yourself in this kind of a situation, in my own opinion, like I said, I don't see anything really bad in it. But understanding also matters. Some women, they don't have this understanding that they are there to support their husband, and they are supposed to also be the backbone of the man, so that the lapses will not show, so that the people, the outside world, will not even know what is going on in your family. But in a situation where there is no love, there is no unity, there is no cooperation, that is where we'll get to know that it is the woman that is doing this, it is the woman that is providing. But in a family that there is love and unity and understanding, your neighbor is not supposed to even know that you are the one that is taking care of your family. Yeah.
Okay, so now let me bring an instance, a situation. This occurred somewhere in Port Harcourt 5 years ago. Then I was still in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Then this couple, you needed to see them. This couple, they were so in love with each other. I used to fetch water in their home. They opened their door, their arm to everyone, come and do. So along the line, something happened. The husband, I don't know, he either lost his job or his business crumbled and all of that. The wife began. Now, how did we know that the wife was the one taking responsibility of the home? When we went, the first time we went for the child's PTA, as a friend, I attended the child's PTA once on behalf of the man, because the man was not around. Now, I realized that the wife's name was on the school fees receipt of the child. Out of curiosity, I wanted to know the other receipt, and I realized that prior to that time, the man's name was what was on the receipt. Now, because the wife started paying fees, she now wrote her name on the receipt. So at that point, anything she buys, she uses her name. Now, judge this. Do you think that was right?
That's very bad. it's a very bad thing for a woman to react like that, because you are making the world to see that there is no love in your family, and you are making the world to see that you are only after material things. You are not after your husband's how will I say it? You are not after your husband's
Wealth.
sure you understand.
Just all frenzy.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
just there when everything is rosy, and
Yeah, when it's not
so
rosy,
when
yeah.
hey, no, you now take power, you take charge. You want the world to know that I am the sole provider in the
Yeah,
house.
the man
and
of
it's
the
not
house.
good. It's very bad. I don't know why some women just tend to behave like that. In the future now, when the husband comes back to him, right? When the husband
In
bounce
his
back,
position,
yes,
yeah.
he will not see you as a woman that cannot support him. He will see you as a competitor with
Okay.
him. So he will see that there is no really good future ahead of you. So a man like that can decide to be keeping things to himself, because he has seen your attitude, he has seen when he was low, he has seen the way you reacted to him. So he will now keep secrets, and then see you that you are not someone he can confide in, because anything can happen.
Okay, so now let us not put it. Okay, yeah, I asked the question. You think that was right? Now the next question is: do you think there's something that the man may have done to maybe, because sometimes we always hear, do not judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Until you hear from the horse's mouth, we don't
Yes, that's
judge.
true.
So, do you think there are things that may make the man may do? Do you think there are some actions, some inactions, some attitudinal, there are some attitudinal things that the man may do to make the wife behave in that way?
You know, like you said, we should not judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
There are some men, probably when they were not showing their wife
Good.
love. They were not sharing
Good.
their resources with their wife. They were
Good.
being stingy. They were not opening up to their wife. So this might also make the woman to feel, when he has, after all, he was not spending on me, he was not taking care of responsibility. So let me just take charge. This is my time to repay
course,
back and all
of
that.
course.
So it might really happen.
I love that, because I know a situation whereby there's a man, Julius Agu. This is a popular story. It's on Instablog, it's on G-Street, it's on everywhere. Now, Julius Agu is a popular comedian. You must have known him, Julius Agu. Now, Julius Agu had money. Of course, as a comedian then, he was trending in Nigeria, was traveling around the world. But most of his money was being squandered by side chicks.
Wow.
And he was married.
Imagine.
So, at his,
Things are down.
when he was very down, he was so sick that he spent almost all the money he had. So he was broke. At that point, the wife chose to leave him
Abandon him, yeah. See?
and asked him to go and get the side chicks to come and take care of him. Now, I don't want to judge or draw any conclusion. In such a situation, people were attacking the woman alone. Now, the question is, is there nothing the man contributed in to make this lead to this condition?
I believe whatever you sow, you will reap.
Reap.
So there is no any bias say about this, because like you said, when he didn't show love to his wife. He was spending
Of
on the
course.
side chicks. But when the chicks are down, where are the side chicks?
Good. Okay, now let me
They are
rephrase
nowhere
it.
to
Let
be
me.
found.
There's one question somebody asked.
Okay.
Okay, the woman, you knew that your husband is cheating on you, is doing a lot, but why didn't you go then when the money was still there? Why did you wait until the money? So I'm trying to tell you how Nigerians think under such circumstances.
Okay.
So what would you say to in such a thing?
Probably the woman was just enduring. Like,
Okay.
let me see if the man is going to change.
Change.
And then because of
Do billionaires
yeah,
change? People with money, do they
she
change?
was still benefiting from him in one or little way. She will keep
Yeah.
enduring. But when she sees that there's nothing for her again, the man is not even
And she was
loyal,
not the
and,
one carrying
you know,
the man
she
up
will
and
just have
down.
to she will have to just
Do you know the reason why I brought this up is because people tend to be judging things on one side. Now you can see that with what we've been able to establish 2 foundations now. The wife contributed her own. By staying when you know this man is not good for you, stayed because there was money.
yeah.
Now, the husband also contributed. When you had the money, you were not
Yeah,
spending on
splurging,
other. Now, so both of them
Yeah.
contributed to what transpired.
Yes.
So now, let me bring this other part because I want us to trash these things.
Okay.
Now, in a situation whereby the husband doesn't want the wife to work. Now, hold on. I know where your mind is going. Igbos. Igbos, they don't love their wives to work. Now, in a situation, let me use you for instance.
Okay.
With all your loaded, you are loaded, maybe you have a BSc, you are loaded with a lot of talent, a lot of skills, and then you get married and your husband says, no working, you are my housewife. Tell me your reaction, first of all.
Honestly, I believe it's a matter of understanding.
Okay.
Before you enter into the marriage, I believe as a woman, you're supposed to have the discussion with your husband, what the future holds, what's your plans, what you are up to. Probably you want to further your career, you want to, you have a lot of things ahead that you would love to put together. Okay. So there should be a agreement between both parties before entering the marriage in the first place. Yeah. If it's not going to benefit you, you should be able to speak out that, no, I will not be able to do this, or I will not be able to tolerate this. So I think it's a matter of understanding.
I think there's something I've noticed about you. You have wisdom in harmonizing things. Now, there's a popular Nollywood actress. I don't know why I like forgetting her name. But you know the popular Achalugo.
Okay.
The popular Achalugo that we know. Odogu, please, Achalugo. You know that Achalugo, yes. Right? Good. Now, she divorced the husband. Why did she divorce the husband? Because the husband said he doesn't want her to be acting all those movies anymore. Because the husband cited in situations whereby I won't feel comfortable that you are kissing young boys on sets. I'm not feeling comfortable that you're acting with all these pink lips. I use that emphasis. Pink lips boys on Nollywood. So what would you say on that? Now, let me tell you the reason. Before you say anything, they've been married for a while.
Okay.
Now, before she didn't marry as an actress, it was after marriage she joined this. Now, what would you say in this regard?
To me, in my own opinion, in my own view, I believe there are some traits the husband start noticing before he would take that decision.
Wow.
Since you said she was not a Nollywood actress before getting married. So when the husband sees something that is threatening his peace, something that can break their home, it's right for him to be able to say, my wife, please stop this because of the love of the family. Because he doesn't want his home to be destroyed. But being the woman in the scenario, I know she will feel bad because she wants to exploit, she wants to build her career. But if you look at it deeply, if you love your family as a woman, you can have agreement with your husband. Say, okay, please, can I be doing this? Can I be doing that? If your husband does not agree to it, you can also come up with something else that is related to that aspect that you can build on, that will also lead you to your career, and then you will feel fulfilled the next. So I don't think it's something they can just it's not a one-sided
arrangement.
Yes.
Okay, so have you, in my 35 years of existence in this earth, I've never heard a situation whereby a husband asks a career woman to stop working and become a housewife, and she agrees. Have you experienced such before?
We normally hear a lot of stories.
Not Nollywood, though. Well, this is real life.
Yes, real life. Okay. Yes. There are some scenarios where we'll find a professional woman, career woman, after getting married, your husband will tell you, you cannot do this again, you cannot do that again.
And she'll abandon the career.
Some people will just succumb to it, and then because of the family, because they want to build a home, they will just give it up. And again, we have some people that will not really give in.
I think like 98% would not give in.
Yes, 98%
because
would give in.
Judging by the nature of a woman, I think if you go to there are some cultures that it's easy for a woman to just ignore whatsoever thing, the ambition. There was a time a popular Miss Nigeria one time was an Hausa lady. Okay. She was criticized by the Hausa community. The Hausas were so against her. This is not in our culture, this is not in our this and all. So there are some people that don't believe. There are some ladies that have been trained to be under a man, absolutely. To submit, absolutely. But you know, when you come to Igbos, when you come to Niger Delta, when you come to Yoruba, it's not done that way. So now, on a final note now, I want to ask this. You are very creative. You are talented. You have, okay, let's assume that before you got married, you did not explain, your husband, you did not have this conversation with your husband.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, when you've now blown, you've reached you're at the peak of your career, your husband now comes up to say, I don't want you to do this. Your first impression, I want to get your first impression. What would be your first impression?
My first impression will be like, maybe my husband is feeling insecure. Is having this feeling of me not going to be submissive to him, because he's now feeling we are in a competition together, you know, and which is not healthy for a family, for your home. So in my own opinion, I will see it as there is no understanding. Because if there is understanding, there is no reason a man will see a kind of woman that has potentials, that have values, and you said, no, stop it. That means you don't love your wife.
Yes.
You don't want her growth.
I love it in this regard.
Yes. You don't want her to be seen. You don't want her to be a global woman.
Yes.
Which that is the beauty and the joy of every man, to see their woman grow, to add value into her life, to push her even to where she not even believe she can. Yes. So any man that now behaves like that, I say, no, my wife, you cannot be this, you cannot be that. That means you don't love your woman genuinely. You don't want her growth, you don't want her happiness.
So you want my opinion on this? My opinion is that any man who reaches that point that he feels his wife is now either higher than him, or he feels insecure because of his wife's achievements. Yeah. First thing that comes to my mind, that man is too small. Yes, no, let me break it down now. You are too small to allow your wife grow bigger than you, to a point that you feel insecure. Secondly, now let's assume you have the impression that your wife is now higher than you. What are you supposed to do? Step up.
Yeah.
Step up your game. And not try to belittle your wife by asking her to leave what she took a long time to build. So life doesn't evolve around men. Life also evolves around women. Women have their life to live. So, but when I said first impression, the first impression for 95% of women is capital no. Yeah. I just have that at the back of my mind. So on this, I'll tell you that I'm so glad that you came. You've been able to make me see it in different dimensions, not just the way I used to think.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I hope to catch up with you again some other time. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, and thanks for having me around too.
All right, thank you. So the Triangle Zone continues next time with a different perspective, different face, and different angle. Catch ya.
Thank you.